What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we should be watching Kanye was right again. You know when Kanye is right, the world is right. So let's get right into this shit, man.
So North West shares a photo of her new piercing, and this is that piercing. Chris, once again, sound the alarm, bro, because what in
Yo, I don't know why that tweaked me out for a second. I was like, what the fuck? Is there a needle going through her?
the ever-living F is this? Mind you, ladies and gentlemen, this girl is only 12 years old. She just turned 12 not too long ago, back in June, and she's already wilding out with this. You know, in my video about, Kanye being right again, it appears as though North West was going through some kind of phase where she was, dressing up in weird, revealing attire. She dyed her hair blue. Then recently, she started dressing up as like some kind of Cardi clone, some Lil Uzi-esque rapper emo clone, and now somehow she got a professional tattoo slash piercing.
You know when you see a video titled Kanye was right, something crazy is going on in the world. Is this the Great Reset? Like, is this the Great Reset? Holy shit.
To stick a steel rod through her middle finger so that it can get pierced. And in the comment section, Jane Flowers says, that is the worst place to get a piercing. The hands get the dirtiest out of any body part. Keeping it clean so she doesn't get an infection is going to be challenging for North. She could wear gloves to keep it cleaner. And I just gotta say, valid point, valid point. Mind you though, she's only 12 years old. Why are we in this day and age allowing literal 12-year-olds to get piercings?
And that's crazy, dude. That's just crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't matter how much aura you're trying to farm or max. You don't need that piercing. Like as a 12-year-old, dude, you don't need that piercing. Like you don't even know what you like yet. You just see something, it's cool. Like wow. That's how. Like yeah, you don't even know what you like yet,
bro.
Like,
I mean, wasn't
crazy.
it just a phase? Wasn't everybody saying it's just a phase and she's just experimenting? And Kanye, he's overreacting. Well, turns out Kanye has been proven right time and time again. And at this point, there's nothing that Kanye can say to Kim, because it seems like Kim has 100% control over what North West wears, how she talks, how she dresses, who she hangs out with, and it almost feels as though that Kanye is powerless.
But isn't this kind of like normal? We see this. I feel like you see this happen a lot in real life. Like a father could be expressing things that he doesn't want for their children and the kids, and if the parents are together, the mother will just say, "Oh, we don't care what you think. We're just gonna do what we want." And when it's someone who's as high profile as Kanye, who is kind of, you feel me? He'd be wilding, right? They're gonna want to just be, he's crazy, but maybe he's not. Maybe his concerns as a father are genuine. Like maybe that's all there is to it. Sometimes you can just let things be that, right? Like.
And honestly, everything that I've been seeing so far has been major red flags. And it's my pattern recognition radar is going off. I can already see the signs. North is well on her way to being another washed up, rich, spoiled Hollywood kid who's on drugs with possibly multiple different mental illnesses by the time she's 20.
Well, y'all, we can finally clear up whether or not North West finger piercing is real or fake. It's real. This is the hand of a 12-year-old getting pierced. She came to TikTok this morning to show us not just one finger.
Yeah, bro. The more that shit is crazy, bro. That is actually crazy.
Piercing, but two. Here's the first one. This is called a surface piercing, where it has an entry and an exit point. You saw the previous photo. That was her getting it pierced. And here's the other hand. This one's a dermal piercing. It just has one point of entry. At this point, can the Kim defenders please sit down and apologize? Because all of you in the comments of my original video were saying that I was insane and overreacting and that this was special effects makeup.
I'm not gonna lie though. I'm not gonna lie. People arguing and defending a 12-year-old's decision when it's not their 12-year-old is kind of a little funny. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would say let the parents parent, but with the no, maybe not with those two parents. Maybe let let's just keep going. No jokes for this one. No jokes here. No jokes here.
Where? This is the hand of a 12-year-old with piercings in it.
By the way, I just gotta say, there are some idiots out here who are legitimately defending the situation by saying it's not your kid. Why is this anybody's business? Well, first,
I would say that's probably not a defense to use. I would say like, don't let your kid do that, right? Like, But it is crazy because millions of kids are going to see that, and now they're going to think that's the new normal.
Foremost, Kim Kardashian and her daughter have made it their priority to become public figures. She literally put her child out there for the world to criticize. Second of all, she's a literal child, and this stuff is posted to the internet. If you did not want the critiques, don't post it to the internet. But if somebody sees a literal 12-year-old with wild-ass tattoos and piercings like this, the public is going to criticize. Like, here we have this idiot in the comment section saying, so in response to the person who made this video, so she said, hey, so this isn't your child. Hopes this helps. As if the public sees an uploaded video of a child.
Yeah, that's just, but we can't take anything people say in comments seriously, because we know when you get into the comment section, it's the wild, wild west.
Being
Like,
abused. Not saying Northwest is necessarily being
like too
abused,
crazy.
but if the public, us, sees a video of a child 12 years old at that being physically or verbally assaulted, are you then going to use that same logic and say, hey, so this isn't your child? Hope this helps.
Valid. That's a valid
Basically
point.
telling us to mind our business. Like, honestly, that's crazy. Just because Kim isn't the child of anybody else criticizing her outside from Kanye West and Northwest does not mean that people aren't free to have opinions. Someone else said, though, Kim is scared of North. And honestly, I don't know why that would be the case. Why would you be scared of your own child? Other people are saying, is she your child? Someone else said, why are you so obsessed with North? So I'm
okay, I would say the lady who's making this, I don't think she's obsessed with North, but I've never seen her content for outside of this, so I don't know. But I think that like there is a lot of people that are parasocial, so they spend so much time being obsessed with these individuals, like they are in their family, like they live with them and know them.
not entirely sure if this creator makes videos specifically about Northwest or not. First time I'm seeing her. But another comment below that said, people in the comments are insane. She's
a kid.
And you know, in this
That's
day and
the
age,
only
it
good
just seems
comment.
like the lines have been blurred so much between adulthood and childhood that nobody really like, it's like you can see a literal 13-year-old pop out with a short ass skirt, fishnets, piercings, tats, a crop top and heels on as if she's about to hit the club, hit the pole. And people will literally say it's
Hit the pole is crazy. That was crazy, but that is life these days in America, sadly.
her body. It's not your kid. She can do what she wants. Kids experiment. I literally saw a comment. Somebody said kids experiment all the time. I'm like, yo, what? Yo, society is cooked now.
Experimenting with piercings is insane because that's not an experiment. Like if they were going through a phase of playing every sport, trying music and art, maybe you can use that phrasing for something like that. But for piercings, that's
Keep
crazy.
in mind, she's only 12 years old. And they're saying, is this old enough to be a trendsetter? I don't have kids. And I wouldn't know the first thing about raising them. But I do have nieces and nephews. And if one of them at the age of 12 would ask me to do this shit, I'd kind of knock them in the head and say, have you lost your damn mind? That shit looks painful. And I have piercings. I have multiple piercings. I didn't get these shit until I became of age. I don't feel like this is trend setting. I feel like you're letting your child just go off rip. Like,
Yeah, off the chain. They're doing whatever. Yeah, this lady is speaking facts.
just go there.
Yep. I'm just gonna say this is fatherless behavior, bro. And anybody trying to justify this, clearly you've been desensitized and numb to the societal antics and tomfoolery and shenanigans that we've been so accustomed to over the years. Like, I get it. You're kind of checked out of society if you're the type of person who thinks that this is okay at 12, or you're probably so young, like you grew up in a society full of social media. You were an iPad kid. You didn't grow up in a society where things were still normal. You know, adulthood was like distinct from childhood. So if that's you, I get it. But understand, like 20 years ago, this was not normal. Like hell, not even 15 years ago, 10 years ago, this would have been considered crazy. But hey, you know, maybe that's just the society we live in now. Maybe shit's too far gone to even save, bro, because understand she's going to influence a whole bunch of other 12-year-olds out there, 13.
Just said save. It was way beyond saving a while ago, brother. It was way beyond saving a while ago. Like we don't even have to.
Year olds. Yeah. Somebody else said, I mean, Kylie got a BBL at 17. Not surprised. I didn't even know
She's rich. Why'd I pause it so perfectly on this scene?
Kylie got a BBL, which is a butt augmentation surgery to make your ass fatter. Apparently she got that at 17. That is crazy. But yeah, I mean, I keep seeing comments from people saying, why do you care? Why do y'all care so much? I mean, I guess we just should just live in a society full of people who don't give a fuck or care about anything that's going on inside our society or community, and just let it all collapse. Let the slippery slope of degeneracy just like crush us all. Fuck it, right? Let's have a free for all. No morals, no nothing.
A lot of people just say, why do you care? Because there's nothing they can do about it. I think that's like a thing. You could care about a lot of things and never solve those problems, right? On a scale that's like you and your family, a scale that's smaller than that, a scale that's bigger than that. But I think like if you genuinely care about certain stuff and topics and you're passionate about them, you should definitely express them and be a part of them. But if you're not, then I mean, can't fault somebody for like not, whatever those reasons may be. That's just my opinion on that. But you guys already know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe, let me know what y'all are doing for the holidays. Mutter. Peace.